Senate presidency. As I said, 4 of us, but one of us is not here for one important engagement, as I mentioned earlier. That's was 2000 or so. As I said, my name is Yari. One time secretary of the party, one time chairman of the party, one time member of National Assembly, 2 times governor, 1 time Nigerian government chairman, and 1 time senator-elect, and today senator-elect as well. Mr. Chairman, we came back home to express our dissatisfaction being a members of this great party from the scratch, and where our motto is justice. If justice is lost anywhere, we can find justice here. Mr. Chairman, we have undergone so many kind of engagements when it comes to this level, but what happened today, I can call it, I have never experienced it before. And fortunately for me, I started this responsibility very early. As a secretary, I represent my chairman to meet him since 1999, giving him having a kind of efficiency in understanding what is going on here. And not even taking the national presiding officers in choosing who would be a minority leader, because we have been a minority for a very long time. They call us and tell us this is what we're heading to, and then we're not saying no, but at least for the sake of information, this is what's come to us as a position, and then this is what we're doing. And when we intend to get marriage of understanding with the overseas, and then of having a coalition government, the then national chairman led when he's vacating the seats, we are invited from the states, and we are informed that this was going on, and this is what the president has offered to us, being us a Nigerian very well. And it's about the dialogue. We are saying that party supremacy, yes, and we are looking at, we won the election of 2023, so the next election is when? 2027, and depend on how we play the cards. Mr. Chairman, we know each and every success came from God, but God don't do things. There's only what you told me when we were struggling to get some votes. I said, but everyone has done his best, but we do more. I mentioned to some like minds that said, look, APC was empowered today by the grace of God. It's only God, Almighty God, decided that APC will remain in power. Not because of our policy as government, and not because we have reached to a level that we have done extremely well because of some certain problems that we met along our journey for 8 years, ranging from the secrets of the president, ranging from the economy issue, tabla, and so many things that lead us to perform as expected. And one another thing is people from this angle, this end, I mean the total northern Nigeria, they believe Buhari is a mighty Messiah. That's why they came blindly and pick us without any condition when they don't do anything. Because they thought Buhari will say, come by quick. When thing happen, you just say, do it, it will happen. That's their thought. But despite the fact that many things have happened along the line, they maintain the relationship, they maintain the law, and they have given excuses, more especially in 2015. They still come out and pick him and elect him as president. And as it was now, we know we have suffered so many challenges, but still, people show a goodwill, and from that end, they did not disappoint their man, that's President Muhammad Buhari, and others that who are with him in the respective states. Our result shows that the president-elect got 63.4% from total northern Nigeria. Where he came from the south, he got 36.46%. Atiku from northern Nigeria, he got 68.8% of his total vote. And he got from southern Nigeria 33.2%. That is the result. So now, if there are any people who can say we own APC, we own the president-elect, it's northern Nigeria. Without undermining any part of the country, they have given their best, and we can understand
this. We need to live as people who have worked together for many years. And in doing this, vote does not count on what you get most times. Enmity does not count on what you are given. The President, Vice President of America, the lady, Kamala Harris, used to abuse President Biden. They were opponents. They were not the same. But today, they have found themselves in the same boat. They are living peacefully. They are showing maturity. So, the President of Obasanjo became president without other Nigerians. With other Nigerians, you would accept his constituency. I was with him the day that vote was voted in Aggrieved. So vote is not a measurement. What you did not do today, you can do it tomorrow. We had a hurricane in our zone. Nobody could have stopped. President Buhari had 29.9% in Abia in 2019. I had 68.7% in Abia North Senatorial District. Why is still very proud of what we did to him. So vote must not be the count. We need one another. The binding of one another is more important than vote cast. Vote cast is, yes, the party have won. The party need peace. The party need everybody on board. Those that did not vote for the party today can vote for the party tomorrow if we are properly aligned. So it is not an issue that we can only count our success by vote. After all, also in our zone, we have made progress. Before, we used to be only 2 or 3 senators. Today, we have about 6 or 7 senators from APC. So it's not a fade, it's not a setback for the party. What happened is that there was a presidential candidate from the southeast and entire people of the area. Because if election is taken, it's not only southeast that this thing happened, that every part of the country had problem with the voting. So I want to appeal to the National Working Committee that calling every part of the country and giving them a pile of the cake makes the country safe, make people to know that they are Nigerians. And I have been with the call for Nigeria for over 40 years in my life. I started doing politics. So I'm earlier enough that we have 18 days to go. It will be better that the party goes back to drawing board and redraw and call us to a meeting for consultation and rezone, publish and everything, and not by name, because you zone by zone, you don't zone by name. It contradicts all this section of the Constitution I've called you section 51 in terms of Senate and section 51B in terms of House of Representatives. So it will not be right for our party, being a very big national party, to be doing what will be unconstitutional. We want you people to do what constitution will be agreement with you. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I hope that there's no one, all the 109 senators are capable of being Senate president. There's no one man that is elected there that cannot be Senate president. So please, you people should go for further consultation and know the direction this party will go, so that we can have peace in the country. Country is built in tripods. If you have Hausa, you have Yoruba, you have Igbo. So you should remember to be able to consult. We must not vote. There was a time that zone was giving PDP all their votes to the president, and today it's not happening. So we might be APC tomorrow. After all, we have also made progress from one governor to two governors, from 2 senators to 6 senators. It's just that we did not vote in the presidential election, and people know why, and people are taking advantage of that. It will not be good, and it will not look nice. And when we say we are building a national cohesion that will deliver this party in nearby future, that is not right to do things. I feel, and we would feel, that will not cohere very well with the stance of our party.
Bring it to the table. And when they said the national chairman is inviting us for this, I agreed. I am standing here in my own honor as a distinguished senator who is also aspiring. And also, I'm here double to speak in respect of my distinguished colleagues, senators-elect from the North Central geopolitical zone of this country. If we will recall, not too long ago, I'm very conscious of the fact that a man does not seek to have his integrity until when he displays what integrity means. I stood before the National Assembly press corps and said, I want to aspire for the leadership of the Senate, but with a caveat. And what did I say that day? I said, looking at the secularity of this country, and looking at the permutation we took risk at doing, and it permitted, and we were successful, there are certain times we should not push our luck. And I said, if we have a competent, distinguished senator-elect from anywhere, that is, because we have a president Muslim, we have a vice president Muslim, number 1, 2, at least the third person should be a Christian. I did not refer to any zone, but I said, as a distinguished elected senator, be it as it is, I keep on that, and I still remain on that. As we are going, I had expected that the party would look at those who are very few, just I think 4 of us or 5 of us declared interest. And I thought, in the wisdom of the party, they would invite just those 5 of us, which you can manage. If you can manage us like this, to be proud of. If I will say something today, and then tomorrow I will go back to the same place and say something different, I stand by my principles. That can be corrected. My senior colleagues, by virtue of politics, they are ahead of me, and age. And age, maybe you, we will be in the same, or maybe I will be older than him. So, they have spoken, and they have spoken their minds, and I have spoken my mind. The good thing to do about this, if I go to the second issue as a leader of North Central, I would then end up and sum it up with why I feel I should come before you people to express my feelings. We had a caucus meeting before and after the decision was taken. Before the decision was taken, when I was going to the press, I did not go to the press at National Assembly on my own. We took a decision. I told them my mission, and the caucus agreed to it. Lead us, and if any office comes to North Central, it's going to go to you. And there and then, we agreed that we should make our intention known to Nigerians and to the elected senators so that they know what we want. Initially, we said, can we go for the Senate presidency? And I said, I have made a statement. And if we are really talking about the secularity of this country, then we should stand on that. And we stood on that. And we said, the deputy Senate president. Now, after we've done that, we've started talking with our colleagues. We were hearing it as a rumors, not until my brother came on air, and that gave us a blow. That gave us a blow. And we feel, are we really part of this country? Because even if you are talking of from the northern perspective, we have always been the victims, North Central. And when you look at the permutation, if you are looking at
Chairman, Your Excellency, colleagues and the members of the committee, here as the lecturer, that we all and also signed by for us that we are seeking for the address of what we have seen and what we have been hearing in the media as a position of NWC when it comes to the zoning of the leadership. All is signed.
It's not separate handshake. So they are not one for distinguished. Yes. My dear colleagues who was the National Authority, I open my remarks the best I know how to do through my faith. But I do appreciate here we have people who don't feel the same thing as me. So I have to give my respect for them. What I try saying in the language of my faith is praise the Lord. Thank you. Now let me start by thanking God Almighty for today. Just like I did yesterday. And each time I thank God, somebody sneezes. I thank God for today that in His wisdom, mercy, He has made us His creations, His subjects, to be among the living today, and to be among the healthy today. All thanks to God here, Almighty God. I wish to welcome you with those assertions. We are happy to receive you, to come and express your displeasure for what the world was giving, take us what we have done. As chairman of the APC and member of the National Committee, we take responsibility. As chair, I take responsibility for what has gone on air. I don't have to share with you how what you had got to be heard. I take absolute responsibility for it. And in that spirit, I welcome you to this office. Talking about talking about myself. I don't want to go out and tell you what we did during meetings and what the opinions and what but what one thing remains. Your arguments extremely plausible. And I assure you that we will take a look at it along the main definitions of what this talking about. We are part and parcel of this identity totally. We're giving votes. And I don't want to argue that votes is not the essential thing. Vote remains the essential thing in every democracy. But voice is the opinion of the voters. Voice the opinion of the populace. Right? And that's why it's important. Yes, there's always a future. Those who do bad today will do tomorrow. But if you do tomorrow, you can't speak tomorrow's day, because here, I, as chairman of the party, I'm not the man who saw tomorrow. What do you call it? Nostradamus. I'm not a Nostradamus. Right? But tomorrow remains an ambition. All want to get to tomorrow. So we'll take a look at all this together and see what we have done. I will correct one submission though. That was the reference to the president who lost everything and soon the world was made president. If I remember, I was involved in politics. I remember that election. The president lost in the election that brought him. That was the following election when he was president on seat. What do you call it? City president. He won. But the circumstances of him being presidential candidate is something completely for the historians amongst us to talk about. That's part of my history.